It's a beautiful day in Skagway. Yeah, it's a beautiful day in Skagway, and I'm going on my this is our, I think, our second port of call. Yesterday it was Juneau, today it's Skagway, and then we have Ketchikan tomorrow. But there you see the mothership right there. That's the Celebrity Cruise Millenium, and I am going into Skagway, and I'm gonna do a little walk and talk tour of the town and bring you along. So I am I'm looking forward to it. It's a beautiful day, and you know what, we have been so fortunate with all of the beautiful weather that we've been having here on this cruise. It can really be a hit and miss. You know, when you're cruising, it can be really hit and miss, especially in Alaska with the weather. But we've been fortunate, you know. So here you see that they have a shuttle that'll take you in somewhere. There's a shuttle that'll take you into the town. So we'll find that downtown shuttle and taxi. See, there it is. There it is right there. It's just a half a mile from here, so I could probably even walk if I wanted to. But I'll take the shuttle. I made it into Skagway, and you know, I don't think that I could have found a more interesting thing to start the walk and talk here in Skagway than this. You know, I looked at that and I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at until I read the sign, and obviously it's a rail car, but that's a snowplow. They would put this at the front of the train, and they could clear out snow drifts that were 12 feet high. Look at that. Isn't that something? Wow. And then here's a small little engine. So I've had a chance to walk through just a very short area of the town of Skagway, and this town has got walk and talk made all over it. So Mark, back in Michigan, you get your popcorn ready, okay, and pause the video and then come on back, because this is going to be a good walk and talk. I can just tell. Oh, it's a beautiful little town. Really, it's a historic town. Here is the visitor center, the Klondike Gold Rush National Historical Park. So I'll take you for a visit inside here.
Yeah, because they changed it.
Firearms are prohibited. So look at this. Here they have the story begins right there. Wonderful. Oh, I'm sure there's all types of stuff that you could spend time reading about this beautiful city. Look at this picture here. Isn't that something? So I don't know what they have down here. They got a museum located next door. Quite a bit. So this is actually a national park. So we'll step outside and go into the building next door, which I think is the museum. Look at this. Wow. That's this is the Welcome to Skagway. Your journey into the Gold Rush past starts here in Skagway. Fantastic. We'll peek inside. I'm not gonna spend too much time inside the museum, but I'll give you a little bit of a idea as to what all is in here. And all the The main characters.
They went looking for his sister because they hadn't seen her in 2 years. Apparently, at some point, they all end up on a fishing boat.
All types of real nice displays in here. Look at this here. The steepest climb, we struggle upward, sometimes clinging with hands and feet to the slippery mountain. Look at those. Look at those guys. The good old days. Here's a little brekkie. Actually, that's dinner that they have there. All right, let's find our way back out to the main street. I'm just a little bit further up the street, and as I walk along, I find myself thinking, the real attraction here are just these buildings. Just walking down and looking at these buildings. I'm not really too tempted to walk into the various, a lot of these buildings are stores like jewelry. There's no shortage of jewelry stores up here that I've noticed. Yesterday in Juneau there were quite a few jewelry stores. Here's one right here, Broadway Jewelry and Unique Gifts. Look at this old car. It would seem that I'm almost to the end of the street here, and I don't know if there are other similar streets to this one. But we will see, as the saying goes. Very interesting little town. And tomorrow we're going to Ketchikan, which probably is the city that I'm looking forward to visiting the most, as it appears to be right on the water with various, I don't know if you would call them canals or not, but beautiful settings. Okay, I think we are just about at the end of the road. So we'll see if there's anything else along the way before heading back to the ship. Being the gardener that I am, I think I'd be a little remiss if I didn't share this with you. This is the historic Skagway Inn, and they have a restaurant here, Garden to Table. And I'm walking along looking at a lot of the stuff, like these beautiful sweet peas that I've been struggling to grow all summer at my home down in Idaho. But look at this beautiful garden. Look at that lettuce that they have growing there. There's really some wonderful containers. Wow. Looks like some lavender over there. Some sage right here. These would be some beets. They got the nasturtiums growing. And look at the peas. Beautiful. I'm always getting ideas when I see other people's growing. These would be their carrots. And they got beans growing. Swiss chard. Fantastic.
He's a boy the girls adore. All but one when Jack's ashore, for he is a pelican mate Oh, how you silently see him come, knotted down with gold so bright. Welcome home, Jack, you're
Will you look at this? They have a house of ill repute.
Here comes a sailor, cash in his hand, just off a whaler, standing a row. Don't let him go. Jack's a cinch, but every inch a sailor. Jack's the king of the dark blue sea. Jack is as brave as the brave can be. He's the boy the girls adore.
Wonderful. Well, I found my way right back to where I started, and in doing so, I'm going to wrap up this this walk and talk tour of Skagway, Alaska. And you know, it's a nice town, but a guy can only look at so many gift shops. That's what it's basically. A street with both sides lined with gift shops. Although I did see a theater with some women hanging out the window. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the visit here to Skagway.